Jean Dauphin, I'm going to turn to you, coming from also a very, let's say, knowledgeable sector in this field, and ask you about systems now other than JSON that we evoked a minute ago. Systems other than JSON, what's going on? What is used other than JSON to do some of this altimetric measurements that we talked about? And I think you've got a short film that's going to be projected as you speak. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. To illustrate probably some of the aspects I will address there. To answer directly to the question, yes, JSON and the altimetric data are of course very important for all the users of maritime environment, because it's one of the basic data need. But there are others. The ocean is a very complex system, as illustrated by many of the panelists yesterday and this morning. It's something that cannot be understood just by one set of data. And the assimilation techniques which are used in order to have these, the understanding of the state of seas well predicted, well forecast, need various sources of data as well to make sure that the quality of the forecast is okay. So hence, a lot of data sources have to be used, from simple images, whether they are optical or radar, whether they use spectral analysis or not. We may come to the carbon analysis and the salinity analysis in a minute, such as imagery from geostationary orbits for ocean color imaging. We have that in orbit already. The wind speed has been addressed as one very important data set. It's currently on the METOP spacecraft using some kind of a radar called ASCAT. It will be on a global state in the global atmosphere in 2010 onwards with the Aeolus mission of the European Space Agency, giving data of wind measurement with a very good accuracy in the global atmosphere. It's key for the understanding of the atmosphere, which is then key for the understanding of the interface between the sea and the atmosphere. And as I said, it's a complex system which is in the interface between two fluids, and it's one of the most complex area of science in order to understand that area. It can be as well with humidity forecast, the quantity of humidity which the ocean is giving to the atmosphere. It's one of the key elements of analysis of the meteorology, of the climate change, of some very important aspects like monsoon in some critical areas of the world. And it of course has an effect as well on the way to use sea in these societies and with these peoples. And of course, last but not least, meteorological satellite are one of the key elements of the set of data. So it's classical. You get one image every night on the TV during the weather forecast, but it's not just by chance that you get these. You need satellites for that. In addition, marine environment is as well used very much by human activities. Many panelists highlighted that in the morning. And because of that, we need to survey the human activity on the sea. And for that, data sources coming from space are very much used. Radar and images with high resolution have to be used. For that, Space Tool is a very important key aspect, because it is giving an overview of the globality, the global picture. And with the oceans, which are millions of kilometers, we are called the blue planet. It's not by chance, it's because oceans are well spread by a majority of the surface of the Earth. Because of that, space tools are very much okay for analyzing, monitoring, surveying, and even controlling the way humans are using the sea, with a very good accuracy, very much in line with the needs.
Just to situate ourselves, Jean, what you're saying is that there are different levels, there are different systems. We've heard a whole lot of, each one doing perhaps slightly different observational, or fulfilling slightly different observational needs. Is there anything that they don't cover? All these different systems that we'll also be evoking some others in a minute.
Well, we are coming back to the gaps.
Yes, I want to know, I think we all want to know exactly what is covered, what is the full spectrum of what is covered and what is yet to come.
I'm sorry not to follow you completely, but then I will come back on your question.
You can come back.
There is an important element, which is the continuity of data. Because of that, there are data that needs to be continuously provided to the users. Altimetric data is one of them. We talked about that, but wind speed, salinity, ocean temperature, ocean color, images is very key, and you need to sustain that on the long-term basis to have the analysis over several years. The ocean and the climate globally of the Earth is not changing in one night or in 1 year even. It's taking several decades, and it's just the analysis on long-term trends that will allow the scientists to derive the trends which are alarming currently. It has been said many times. So continuity is an important aspect, and for that innovation is to be exploited in order to get affordable space tools, because if you need them on the long term, then you need to have several satellites in a row, and they need to be affordable. I have not said cheap, because cheap means low quality as well, in my culture at least, but affordable, providing the right data to the users on the